This is day 5 of the No Media series. The No Media series, for all you new viewers out there, is a series where I document my experience every single day and how I feel when I do not have the access to easy information. This means I'm not allowed to watch YouTube, I'm not allowed to look at movies, listen to the news, listen to podcasts, music with lyrics in it. I'm not allowed to scroll social media. So I'm only allowed to gain access to information with physical sources like talking to people, physical conversations, and reading books. So today is day 5. I've noticed that I'm not as influenced by things around me. I'm not as influenced by things because I do not engage in any access to easy information. I do not scroll social media where it's full of advertisements and influencers trying to flash their lifestyles, trying to persuade you into buying the latest trendy clothing, trying to persuade you to buy their merch, their t-shirts or whatever. They flash their lifestyles, and I do not see that. I only see what's around me. I do not get influenced by the narrative that the media tries to portray. When you watch the news, the world paints a picture, a certain kind of picture to you. And from my opinion, the picture is quite negative. When you listen to the news, listen to the radio, all you can kind of hear is negativity. So me not having access to this anymore, I can only see what my eyes can see, and I can only hear what what my ears can hear. So it's not as bad as they paint it. You do not see what they portray. So you paint your own picture. You look at things around you and you're like, you know what, it's not so bad. So your anxiety gets down, your mood is slightly better. Actually, not slightly, it's quite a bit better, because you see things for how they are, not for how people tell you they are. So this is a big one, and I really like that. This makes me want to continue this No Media series even further. Like, I'm not sure how long I will try and go without any media, any kind of easy information. Maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe a year, I don't know. So this is one of the favorite things that I've noticed. I'm driving to my girlfriend's house at the moment, and I'm quite bored. Usually when I drive, I listen to a podcast or an audiobook, but since I'm not allowed to do that, I've done a lot of breath work. I've done some deep breathing. I've really focused on pelvic breathing. I focused on pelvic contractions. I'm just doing random things like that. I know I shouldn't do these things, but I played a game of chess while driving. So I selected a half an hour game mode of chess. And even though I was distracted by driving, I know I shouldn't play chess while driving. It's really bad. I'm not going to do this again. I realized that it was quite silly of me to do while I was driving, and after I played a game of chess, but I won my game of chess, even though I was distracted with driving, and I'm kind of proud of that, and not so proud because, I shouldn't be on my phone while driving, and I wasn't really holding it, like it was just here as it is. I was just clicking a button when in traffic and stuff like that. So yeah. So as I mentioned, I'm going to my girlfriend's house at the moment, and I'm 100% sure that she will try to persuade me into watching a show. And you know what? Maybe not even persuade me. Maybe I will just cave in and watch one episode of a series, because we haven't seen each other for 2 weeks, and we basically watched a series apart. It's called Top Boy. It's about these gangsters in the UK, in the United Kingdom. And we watched the whole season of this Top Boy series, and we said, you know what, we will leave the last episode for us to watch together. It's the last episode of the whole series, and it's like an hour long. So you know what, I'll allow myself this 1 hour of entertainment of watching this last episode. And you know what, we agreed to watch this episode together way before I started this No Media series. So you know what, I'll allow myself this time, and I will make myself an excuse. Everything is beautiful in moderation, and this is my moderation. this is my little bit of pleasure. So yeah, this is how the challenge is going. At times it's quite boring. I used to struggle with not watching anything while I eat. I was really, really used to having my phone with me and just watching YouTube while I ate food. And now I'm substituting that with playing chess while I eat. So chess seems to be my substitute for all my problems. And you know what? For now it's good because I'm improving. I'm enjoying my time, but I'm going to try and not make it excessive, because you can definitely make a good habit into a bad habit when you overdo it. So I'm very aware of that. And speaking of awareness, my self-awareness of how my mind works, of my surroundings, is quite sharp. It's in tune. Before, I feel like I was so distracted with all of the information that was entering my head from all of different sources, like YouTube, like people telling you how to live your life, like I'm doing right now. And you know what, it kind of gets to you. So not having this is quite perfect. You live life on your own terms. Like I mentioned before, what you see is what you get. So this is the update for day 5. Stay tuned for day 6. And yeah, peace.